I gotta sit up there.
I could go up with the mask and then take it off so they know we're on.
All righty. Well, we're going to get started. Good afternoon, Glen Eagles. My name is Craig Spina. I'm your general manager, and welcome to our annual golf membership meeting. I certainly look forward to resuming the in-person meetings in the very near future. You will receive a comprehensive update of our golf department happenings. You'll hear from your governors. You'll hear from Joe Dimino. We have received only one question at this point, and once the presentation is complete, if you have questions, please feel free to email at golfdepartment@gleneagles.cc. That's golfdepartment@gleneagles.cc. We encourage questions, whether it's something that we've discussed today. If you have a question or just a golf question in general, please feel free to email us, and then we will respond to the questions at the end of the presentation. Lastly, I want to wish you and your families a happy, healthy holiday, and we look forward to seeing you in the club. At this time, I will introduce the club president, Steve Wolk. And again, thank you for attending today.
Thank you, Mr. Spina. Good afternoon, golf members. Every year we've had this meeting, we're required to have it, and this room has always been full. It's very difficult to sit here and look at a camera and try to look for those smiling faces and everybody out there listening with anticipation. But we're going to do the best we can under these circumstances. Who we do have in this room is, I think, the finest group of people to run any golf department and conditioning of golf courses anywhere in the country, let alone South Florida. I'm very proud to be the president of this club and to represent these people and have them here taking care of our property. We have one of the finest golf facilities. The programs that we have and the competition and the games we have are second to none. We're dealing with this virus, and I think we're doing a fantastic job. We're maxing out our numbers. You'll hear some great things and some great things that are going to be happening in the golf department in the future. I'm going to introduce our golf governor, Debbie Benson, in a second, but I just want you to know we have two governors that oversee every committee, and that's Harvey Fogel is the assistant governor and Debbie Benson's the governor. And these are volunteers, and we have a golf committee that is full, at least 10 to 12 people every year that put their time and their effort into seeing that our golf and everything around this club functions properly, and we do for the members what the members need, and we take care of this property like no one else. Anyway, I will introduce Mrs. Benson now as the golf governor. Thank you, and have a great, happy, healthy holiday. And wear your mask and social distance.
Thanks, Steve. Okay, this is a new experience. It's weird. All right, I'm doing my best. Okay, it's my pleasure as your lead governor to welcome each and every one of you to the annual golf meeting of Glen Eagles Country Club. We are all here because we play and hopefully we enjoy golf. And you know what they say about golf. Golf can be best defined as a series of tragedies obscured by the occasional miracle. I'd like to start by introducing, well, I guess he's sitting in the back there, but Harvey Fogel is the associate golf governor. I'd also like to, I guess I'm just going to mention these names. Charles Slutsky is here. He's the chair of our golf committee. And then I'd like to introduce our golf staff. Joe Dimino, this is our head professional. You guys need to come up this way. It's hard to get them all to come, but they're coming. This is Joe Dimino, our head golf professional, our director of golf, excuse me. And then we've got Luke Frazier. And Luke is our head golf professional, which I was trying to give to Joe. We've got our director of retail. That's Megan Pendergraph. Hi, Megan. And we've got our first assistant golf pro, Brian Midget. And Brian is the one who runs all the tournaments, so a lot of people know who he is. And now we've got another first assistant golf professional, Jake Gable. And here's Jake, and Jake's been running some of the nine-hole league. Okay. All right, guys.
Okay.
Thank you. And then I'm going to, on the maintenance side, if you guys could come up. I have Jason Bagwell. Here he comes. And Jason's our director of golf course maintenance. There he is. And then I've got the superintendent of the victory course. That's Declan Freswick. Here's Declan. Thanks, Declan. And last but not least, Tim Boggs. He's the Legends course superintendent. And there's Tim. And I think that's everybody, right? Did I miss anyone? Okay, good.
Thank you.
Thank you. All of the golf department employees, not just these guys, but everybody, they work very hard every day to make golf a great experience at Glen Eagles. Typically, I would now ask the members of the golf committee to stand to be recognized. Since I can't do that because they're not here, I'd just like to read their names and thank them for serving on the golf committee. Jerry Glantz, Zena Harowitz, Bert Carlin, Ellen Mermelstein, Manny Newman, Stuart Roth, Neil Simon, Kenny Weinbaum, Betty Woke, and of course the chair, Charles Slutsky. Glen Eagles is a very active golf community. We have 9 and 18-hole leagues for both men and women. We have a 12-hole league for women. We have 9 and dine events. We have couples golf and sixsomes on Sundays, and we have major tournaments for both men and women. In normal season, we have member guest days also, but sadly, those are not going to take place this season. Our events run year-round. Again, in normal years, the golf department would sponsor some demo days and clinics. We will have some demo days this year, although they will look a little different from our usual. The first one is going to be on December 10th with Callaway. You will need to make an appointment for a club fitting in the pro shop to participate that day. You will not be able to just show up and try out some clubs. And I know that the guys are also working on getting some clinics started, so watch your news for that. And that will be happening in smaller groups. 2020 is different in so many ways. I commend the golf department on the way they have figured out adaptions to allow us to play golf safely. And play is something we are all doing in record numbers. We are so fortunate that golf seems to be a safe activity with the tweaks that have been implemented. However, these tweaks are very important and every one of us must cooperate in order to keep everyone safe. We are now seeing one of the worst surges we've had yet from COVID-19. The number of new cases reported in Florida on December 1st, that was this week, was 9,920, and the positivity rate was 9.12%. This is not a time for complacency. It is the time for vigilance and strict adherence to all COVID rules. We're all tired of COVID, but we must continue to be careful despite our weariness. Today, I am asking for cooperation from each and every golf member regarding our rule, which says that you cannot arrive at the staging area more than 20 minutes ahead of your tee time. We have members who are not adhering to this rule. This puts everyone in a difficult position. We end up with way too many people in the staging area, and those who honor the rule cannot find a place to hit balls because the spots are taken up by the people who showed up too early. Remember, you don't know what medical issues your fellow golfers have. Please be respectful of the health and well-being of all members by limiting your time in the staging area. The other important COVID era rule we have to remember is that you must wear a mask in the staging area at all times except when you're hitting balls on the driving range. This means that when you go, for example, from Legends 9 to Legends 10, you must put your mask on as you pass through the staging area. We will start enforcing these rules strictly this week. If you come more than 20 minutes before your tee time or refuse to wear a mask, you will be given a warning and you actually may be sent home. Yes, you may not be able to play golf that day. You will then be on notice that additional violations will result in a grievance and the possible suspension of golf privileges and possibly a fine. Please, for the health and safety of all members, honor our simple rules. We don't want to send anybody home, and we don't want to suspend anybody's golf privileges, and we hope it doesn't come to that. Just abide by this simple rule: 20 minutes in the staging area and wear your mask in the staging area. Stay in your car until it's the right time to be in the staging area. So on to something a little more pleasant. Aren't our new lithium battery golf carts beautiful? I hope you are enjoying them. As the leagues now keep score using Golf Genius, the USB chargers are a most welcome addition. And these carts will be easier on the golf course as they weigh much less than our older carts. And yes, there will be fans. A different harness is needed to mount them, but they should be installed within the next week or two. Not that we've needed fans in the last few days, but those hot days will come again. The board recently approved a new rule allowing walking on the golf course while playing golf. We have been allowing it during the pandemic and found that there's a group of golfers who really enjoy it. Therefore, the golf committee forwarded a recommendation to the board to endorse walking, and the board passed it. A walker must be approved by the professional golf staff, and walking is not permitted during tournaments or at any time that the golf staff prohibits it. Walkers must adhere to the pace of play rules, and they will be charged the same cart fee for the requisite number of holes that they play. For those who enjoy it, this is a nice addition to our healthy lifestyle initiative. 2020 brought us not only the coronavirus, but also very strange and rainy weather. Kudos to Jason Bagwell, Tim Boggs, and Declan Freswick for keeping our courses beautiful. Due to the 30 inches of rain in October during the maintenance closure of Victory Course, Victory is taking a little longer to recover. However, it is really coming along, and I know it's going to be back to our usual standards very soon. Thank you for listening, and it's now my pleasure to introduce Joe Dimino, our Director of Golf.
Good afternoon, everybody. Mrs. Benson, that was extremely impressive.
Oh, well, thank you.
As Mrs. Benson had mentioned and introduced some of on the golf staff team, some of the things that I just wanted to go over is their responsibilities as a team. As you know, with Megan Pendergraph as the director of retail and what she goes through, and she's done a fabulous job with our new renovated golf shop. And a lot of new companies that she has dealt with for this year, bringing in some new merchandise, which has gone over very well. We just finished up a sale we started on Friday. We had a great 3 days that were just unbelievable. And still having our social distancing that we have, the shop did very well. We have Luke Frazier, as you know, is our head golf professional. Luke is very extremely qualified when it comes to custom fitting and using TrackMan, and which is pretty much his passion, and really very good in case you want to come in and get tested for shafts, clubs, whatever. If you have a question in regards to your club speed, come in and see him. He also runs the ladies 12-hole league. He also runs a big responsibility for overseeing the bagroom staff and making sure that they are safe with their mask and their gloves. We have Brian Midget. Brian is our tournament coordinator, is one of our professionals as well. Brian runs the ladies 18-hole league and the men's 18-hole league. So there's a lot of things going on there that if you have any questions with our new renters and our new members, we're getting them in. And our leagues, as you know, our opening day, we had almost 125 men on opening day. The ladies was up in the highs. Well, the ladies, we had cancel because of rain. And then we finally got it in. So it was great. We had a great number of over 60. So it's going to be a great season as we continue to get bigger. And then we have Jake Gable. Jake runs the ladies 9-hole league, and he also runs the men's 9-hole league. Jake also handles the Chelsea system for the reoccurrings, the handicap flag users. We only have about 4,700 of those. And we have, so if you need a handicap flag, please come in. And we need a placard from your drivers in your car, and also your driver's license, so we can make a copy of that, please. It's very important. We have to renew that every year. Also, he handles the gin system, which is very, we want to make sure that all of our new renters and our new owners get in the system for making sure that they have an established handicap to be able to participate in all of our league play and all our tournaments. So we thank the staff for that. You guys do a great job, and the season has become to get quite a bit. In fact, we're in a situation where we really have to watch the number of carts we have with individual riders. The county has okayed the fact that we can have 2 people ride in a golf cart. You either have to have a divider or you have to have your mask on. So you can ride with somebody else that doesn't live isn't in your household, but you have to have your mask on, which is mandatory. So we are getting into a very tight situation with the number of carts that we have, with the number of players being individual riders. So please bear with us as we continue to get busier throughout the season. Once again, the golf shop, please, if you haven't, please come in and see it. We do have a maximum of the number of people that are allowed to be in the golf shop. So please, if there's too many in there, we will ask you to stay outside until our number is less than the requirement of 6. So we thank you for that. Also, on the driving range, we've always had 20 stations on the driving range. We have reduced the number of stations on the driving range to 15, so we have better social distancing for safety for you. So, and when you're on the range hitting balls, you can take off your mask. But once you go to socialize with somebody, we highly recommend and demand and want you to make sure you have your mask on. And you will be reminded to please put your mask on if you're having conversation besides hitting balls. As you know, the range is extremely busy, and especially with only 15 stations. So we ask that you cooperate with us. Last week, we had to ask some of the players that have been there for quite some time if they could remove from the station to give room for some of the other people. We're going through about 20 to 25,000 balls a day on the driving range. So please bear with us when we have to reset the pyramids. And we do have all new range balls. So we put them out about a week and a half ago. So they are all brand new range balls, Callaway range balls. And as Mrs. Benson has mentioned, some of the events that we have, we've already started. We are trying to complete our men's club championship for this previous year. We had to cancel it due to COVID. We already have 1 round under our belt, which was great. And that was on Wednesday, December 2nd. We'll complete the 2nd round tomorrow. And then we'll start into the Ladies Glen Eagles Cup, which will start on December 8th. So our major tournaments are beginning. It's that time of the year. We do have a lot of hype and a lot of energy. So we want you to enjoy that as we do as well. The rules of golf are still going to stay with, right now, we have no rakes in the bunkers, and that's going to stay. Don't touch the flag stick. The noodles, I want to thank Jason and your team. The noodles are all fresh noodles, and they're to FSGA size, and the ball has to fall in the hole to count your score. Can't hit the noodle and spin out, so make sure it stays in the hole. With the holidays here, as you know, we always do things where we cancel leagues for 2 weeks. We also go to the mats on the driving range due to the circumstances that we're in. We're going to run the leagues through the holidays, and we're also the only time we're going to have to use the mats is when we feel that the tee has taken a little bit of a beating and we need to give it some rest for a week, and that might be coming up soon. Once again, mentioned on the demo day, which is going to be by appointment. We have our Callaway's, our first one on the 10th, and I actually think it might even be all full already, which is a great for the members that we have here. Very excited in the new products. They have a new Big Bertha out that's pretty neat looking golf club. Remember, there was the old Big Bertha, and now there's the new Big Bertha. And your special orders in the golf shop, once again, go see, you can see Megan in the shop. We do a lot of special orders, over 450 that we do, and it's free shipping. So if you don't see something in there, she has the catalog. You can come in and look, and we're there to help you to make sure you can get what you would like. We're going to try to continue our 9 and dines, and we do work very closely with the food and beverage staff. It does make it very difficult because we can't have our buffets, but we work very closely, and we thank them on the way that they help handle. I think the last 2 we had were rained out, but we're going to continue to go for those. as our couples event. We have another couples event that we added on December 20th. Our last couples event was very successful. Picture 194 people coming to play on tee times with 1 and 10 tee crossovers. Everybody was in playing under 4 hours in sixums. And with food and beverage, I commend them on they handled all the lunches. We didn't have one complaint. We didn't yell at one person for not having their mask. It was really kind of a pretty special day to have 194 people go out on a couples event. So we thank you, and we look forward to many more of those. Once again, the canopy on the range, we've had some wind issues. We have a maximum amount of wind that we have to roll it up and tie it down. So sometimes you'll see that, but we usually have it set up for you for sun coverage. Another thing that we added in with anybody who's over 80 for league play, you can move up to, if you're playing, you can move up to the green tees. Over 90, you can do whatever you want. You can move up to the silver. And the guys have done that in the last event. It was pretty cool. There was quite a few of them that played. Our golf videos are going to be coming back, working with IT, and we're going to get some nice, good golf videos back to you that we used to do. We're excited about doing those. Some of the things that we had for capital, we have new cameras that are going to be installed in the bag room. They're also going to be installed outside in the staging area. And the biggest thing for that is for safety. We're trying to make sure that we can stay safe, and having the cameras out there. We've had a few people that have passed out due to dehydration, and we want to make sure that we stay on top of that. And with having the new cameras out there, we look forward to having that for a safety situation. Cleaning clubs has been brought up. I've had some good conversations with your golf governor, your Mr. Spina, the club president. We were going to be cleaning clubs, but since the spikes have gone up, fellow professionals have actually taken bags out of their bag rooms. We are not doing that, but we will not be cleaning clubs at this time due to the spike that we've had recently. Also, we are not going to be doing towels right now. Believe me, we've got plenty. If you need one, what we do is we recommend if you ask one of the bag room staff if you'd like a towel, we just want you to take it and you can take it home and clean it. And then once again, your mask and social distancing, we worked very hard over the past 9 months to make sure that we can continue to run our operation successful and safe. And it's every day is a challenge. Every day changes with whatever goes on. But we look forward to your support on this so we can all enjoy our season and make sure that everybody does stay safe. So please continue. And if anybody reprimands you in a way that says, please put your mask on, it's not in a bad way. It's just a safe way. So we thank you for that. We want to thank all the committees for the opening league days. They did a great job in getting some merchandise and gifts for them, and they were very successful. We have our project gift that is right now. We're taking donations. As you know, for the past 10 years, we've had a thing called Project Gift, and it's for our veterans in Del Rey that are kind of financially in major distress and trouble. And to go down there and serve them a dinner that the chef makes and to hand them gift cards. Last year we did 4, right, Mr. Spina? We had 4. We gave out 2 gift cards to the 2 of the families and $1,000, and we gave out 2 gift cards for $500, and then give them each a beautiful dinner that the chef makes. It's pretty touching, and we thank you for all your support on that, and we look forward to that as well. So make sure you get your money in for that. And make sure you drop off your toys for Toys for Tots upstairs. That's another great thing that we do here, and it's very successful, and it's because of you. So thank you very much. We look forward to a great season. I'm going to turn it back over to Mrs. Benson.
Thank you, Joe. That was really informative. I hope everybody enjoyed hearing everything that's going on here having to do with golf. And it is now my pleasure to introduce Jason Bagwell, and Jason's our Director of Golf Course Maintenance, and he's going to talk to us about the golf courses.
Thank you.
Okay, well, good afternoon, everyone. Like Ms. Benson says, I'm Jason Bagwell. I'm your Director of Golf Course Maintenance, and it's great to see all the members back, and I hope everyone is excited about this season as I am. Ms. Benson did recognize my staff, but I would obviously like to give them my appreciation. Tim Boggs, our Legends Golf Course Superintendent, and Declan Freswick, our Victory Golf Course Superintendent. Certainly couldn't do it without them and their professionalism and their leadership skills. The maintenance team has overcome many challenges this summer, starting in March when the county mandatory closed the golf course for approximately 6 weeks. And that was when the COVID-19 hit and threw everybody for a loop. The maintenance team immediately went to work on summer projects on both the golf courses at the same time. As you know, we normally do them one at a time on 6-week intervals. But with both golf courses closed, we scrambled around and made it happen and was able to close both golf courses and get everything done and open them up and keep them both open throughout the summer. While our main focus was keeping our staff and members safe from COVID-19, we continued to strive for perfection, preparing both golf courses for another great season of golf. During the last closing of the Victory Golf Course, Glen Eagles experienced record levels of rainfall and many overcast days, which ultimately created conditions which were not conducive for healthy turf and our ability to maintain the golf courses. The average rainfall for September, October, and November on average is 19.5 inches. And Glen Eagles this past months received over 41 inches of rain. The golf courses were not in the best playing conditions when we opened it up on November 2nd that the members are accustomed to seeing. But now that the storm ETA is gone and the weather returns back to normal, the maintenance staff will work diligently to get the golf courses back into the playing conditions that the Glen Eagles members deserve. The maintenance staff need your help to do so. We ask that all golfers practice proper golf course etiquette while playing the golf courses. This is truly a team effort to keep the playing conditions great. And a few things that I'm talking about would be obeying all the directional cart signs. 4 carts per group will cause significant damage to the turf during this 2021 season. Please do not cut the corners in front of the cart signs, and as we use these signs to help distribute compaction caused by the golf carts. Make sure that you fill all the divots with the sand that's provided in your cart. Unfilled divot takes about 6 weeks to recover, and a filled divot takes approximately 3 weeks. So you could cut that time down in half. We took all the rakes out of the bunkers, so the maintenance staff is doing the best we can to rake those bunkers daily for you, but we still ask that you rake the bunkers with your foot the best that you can. And please do not climb up the face of the bunkers, and please do not enter the bunkers from the high side. We always ask for you to enter and exit on the lower portion of the bunkers. This will help keep the sand clean and being contaminated from the natural soil of the rocks and things that are beneath the sand that we for the playing condition. We ask that you fix your ball marks and one other on the green. Don't worry about the technique. All that we ask you to do is acknowledge that you did indeed make a ball mark and try to raise it up and make it flat. So the next morning when we're mowing the greens in the dark, you will not scalp that grass and it would take a really long time for it to recover. We ask that you watch out for dragging your feet and scuffing the green surface. Try to pick your feet up and don't pivot when you're putting. And that would help out for the players that are playing behind you. The blue flag users are allowed to proceed through the cart signs and park beside the blue stake that we have adjacent to the greens. And for current conditions of the golf courses, you can always visit Channel 63 or the Glen Eagles app. That will be updated each morning before 6:30 a.m. Okay, I want to give you a little update on some things that happened throughout the summer. The new short game area improvement project is finished and is partially open. This area provides 2 greens, 1 for chipping and 1 for pitching. The pitching green is now open for play. You will see the pyramids that are on the tee. That is where you will be hitting from. We ask that the golfers, please stay on the tee and do not walk down to the pitching green. That would cause you to be in harm's way from the driving range tee and would potentially stop other players from being able to use the tee from the proper area. The golf staff will replenish the pyramids as needed, so please do not visit that green as you will be in harm's way. Another project that we've been working on for the past couple of years and is the formal golf course maintenance facility and is now called the Community Maintenance Center. The renovation project is nearly completed. This facility is truly the backbone of Glen Eagles Country Club. Many departments will work out of this facility, including golf course maintenance, common area maintenance, facility maintenance, a carpenter shop. We have the food and beverage storage, and also the accounting storage. The project will be completed by the first week in January. We plan on having a grand opening and offering tours to the members once we have settled in. If anyone is interested in a tour before the completion, please contact me via email or call my office, and I will be happy to give you a personal tour. I'm very proud of the facility, and I love to brag about it, and I would be more than happy to show that to you. Once again, it is truly a team effort from everyone to keep the conditions that we have here at Glen Eagles, and I would like to thank you for the opportunity for being your Director of Golf Course Maintenance. And thank you. Ms. Benson?
You going to answer questions?
Or Mr. Spina?
Okay, I think it's Mr. Spina.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, thank you. I think those were very informative presentations, and I just want to say on behalf of me that it's a real pleasure and an honor to work with this staff and the team that, in my opinion, provides some of the best golf surfaces in the country. So thank you very much. As I mentioned earlier, we have opened for questions. I did receive 2 questions. The first question was with regards to the restrooms. As you may be aware, we have restrooms at the east side of the Healthy Lifestyle Center by the spa. And up until tomorrow, it's been blocked off for restroom use by the golfers. It has been used by the pool patrons. So we are going to open that up. So effective tomorrow, the restroom on the east side going from number 9 to 10 Legends will be open. There is also a restroom inside the pool area. Please feel free to use that as well. Secondly, there was a question you may not know, but as recent as today, I had a conversation with Joe and the staff, and it appears that we are reaching a compaction period with the golf carts. So we have 140 golf carts, and it appears that we're close to running out of golf carts in the morning play. Is that Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday? This was just recognized today. I think we knew it was coming down the pike. So we're looking at a few options. We're looking at additional carts. And right now we're searching to find some additional carts that may be available. There, of course, is the plexiglass divider. And lastly, and I'm not certain this is an option at this point, but it would be a choice of the member to start pairing members up in the near future. But again, that would be your choice and who you would sit with that you would feel comfortable. So that's it, I think, for today. We really appreciate you spending time on the live YouTube. If you know anyone that may not have been watching this, please let them know that it will be on the YouTube channel on the club through the website. Thank you again, and have a happy and a healthy holiday.
100 people watching, guys.
Like 100.
How many?
100.
Fell off when Jason got up here.